Red Bun means we're live, a casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. So, the Cleveland Cavaliers, after a statement win on national television against the West best Oklahoma City Thunder, are 32 and 4. I'm going to say that again. 32 and 4. Which is insane. It's ridiculous. They're now on pace to win 73 games, which, if you remember, would tie the 2016 Warriors for the most wins ever in a single season. That's the type of team we're talking about. The franchise that was once home to LeBron James, the GOAT, for a decade, has never been this dominant in the regular season. This is how special of a team we're talking about. Yes, OKC didn't have Chet last night. I get it. He's their all-star big man who gives them needed scoring and size. But they look just fine without him. I mean, they were just on a 15-game win streak, including being the Knicks and Celtics, the 2 and 3 seed in the West, before stepping foot in Cleveland. And not only did the Cavs put the streak to bed, but any doubts about them not being a serious contender as well. Guys, this isn't some fluke. All 2015 Hawks, shut up. You have no idea what you're talking about. This is a special team that deserves to be up there in the talks with the Celtics as one that could very well win June basketball. I mean, we're talking about the number one offense in basketball, the best three-point shooting team in basketball, also a top 10 defense. They don't lose at home. They're undefeated to the West. And next month, I wouldn't be surprised if they announce they have 4 All-Stars. This is the type of team we're talking about. They're so good as a team. They put up 130 points on an OKC defense that, per metrics, is one of the greatest defenses of all time. That's how strong they are. And that's with Mitchell, their star player, having an off night. I mean, Donovan Mitchell couldn't buy a bucket. He was egregious. He was just 13 of 16 for 11 points. But I always say, you could tell how good a team really is based on how their star player has an off night. How do they play? You can always tell how good a team is based on how they play when their star player doesn't have it. And the talent behind Mitchell was on full display. They got about 18 and 7 from Garland. Jared Allen was everywhere, leading the way with 25 and 11. They got 21 and 10 from Mobley, 11 from Dean Wade, a sneaky 15 from Ty Jerome, and 17 from my guy Max Strus. But that's how it's been all year for the Cavs. They're just such a great team. Mitchell, is a star player, but it's not like he's had some all-NBA first, second team type season. He's only scoring 23 points a game, and yet they're 32 and 4 because they got like 3 other all-stars and quality role players. That's how they win. And to me, it starts with the coach, who last time when I talked about the Cavs, I said, this is one of my favorite coaches in the league. I've been a fan of this guy, Kenny Atkinson, since his days in Brooklyn when he took a D'Angelo Russell-led team to the playoffs. If any coach can take a D'Angelo Russell-led team to the playoffs, they're elite in my eyes. And he was unfairly kicked out because Katie and Kyrie don't trust coaches. And then he got picked up by Steve Kerr. If you're ever picked up by Steve Kerr to be on his staff, you're smart by association, wins a championship with them in 22, and gets a job in Cleveland, which I thought more teams should have been after this guy. But the Cavs pounce on him smartly. And he takes this Cavs team that has had the same core for years, Mobley, Allen, Okoro, Garland, Mitchell, what have you. And he took them from a team that's had a second-round ceiling at best that no one believes that they're going to make a deep run, all of a sudden to a team that now everyone thinks could very well win the NBA Finals. He's just brought this. I think he's coach of the year, man. He's brought this pace. He's brought this toughness, this energy, taking the regular season seriously every single game. His team gets quality shots like a Golden State offense every time they come down the floor. And although I would still take Boston in a 7-game series today because I slightly think their roster's better, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Cavs won that series and won the NBA championship. They're that good. But that was game of the year last night. I think we can all admit. 30 lead changes. If the NBA was a restaurant, I would go up to Adam Silver and say, let me get that 7 times in June. 30 lead changes back and forth. Finals preview. I don't know, but they probably get them back next week in OKC. But this Cavs team's serious. I think on national television to do that to Oklahoma City, any doubt that this team isn't one that could play in the NBA Finals. I think it's gone now after what they did, 130 points with their best player having an off night. This team's special. You see my poster behind me. I've been watching the Cavs for a long time. I've seen many good LeBron teams that won 50 to 60 games. Talented. LeBron, Kyrie, K-Love, they've never been this good in the regular season. That's a testament to how special this group in Cleveland is. But let me know what you guys think. Is this the best team in the East? I appreciate you guys for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social medias to stay updated on all things related to the show. Until